Yeah, sorry about that. That was just that wasn't even a tech issue. That was, I literally just clicked the stop button somehow. I think I hit spacebar on my keyboard, and for some reason I think the go live button was selected, so it just re-hit that. So almost ready to get going here. I'm not going to give the whole spiel again. I just need to switch over one thing and we're ready to go. Starlink mini test issues expected. Okay, I think we are ready. You can hear and see me, right? Well, let me put the keyboard somewhere safe. Cool. All right, like I said, no idea how this is going to go. Let's find out. So hypothetically, if the stream is going to stay with us, if we're going to maintain our connection here, you might get a peek of the new LNG facility that's going on here in Port Isabel. It's actually insane the amount of traffic, construction that they're doing. It's going to be an insanely huge facility, and yeah, controversial for the area. I have a feeling most of the time that we drop connectivity will be during turns. But I'm excited to watch this back later on and see how everything goes. So the reason why I wanted to test this out today is because we might have a really exciting opportunity next week. So I think at this point it's safe for me to announce that I will be driving out from Starbase to West Texas near Van Horn to watch the next launch of the New Shepard rocket by Blue Origin. I have an acquaintance that is going to be flying on the next flight. He is a member of the Moon DAO community and won a flight from that community space. So he's going to be flying on the next Blue Origin launch, which I believe is currently scheduled for I think it's the 28th or the 29th. I have to double check. But either way, I'm going to be driving from Starbase out to Blue Origin's facility out there in West Texas. So I think what I'm going to do is I might really put, if this stream goes well, I might really put Starlink Mini through the paces and I might stream the whole drive out there, and we can talk about Blue Origin, we can talk about all that stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so I can hear all of the chat messages. So obviously I won't be looking at chat while I'm driving. I'm going to make it so I can hear them, and we'll be able to have some space discussions, and we'll really put Starlink Mini through its paces and test it out. So I'm excited for that. So as long as the launch date sticks, I should be heading out there. I think I'm probably going to break the drive up into 2 sections. I'm probably going to do 5 hours Tuesday, 5 hours Wednesday, and I think the launch is Thursday. I have to double check the dates, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. I think 10 hours in one go would be a lot. Would be a lot. So I think we're going to break it up into 2, and bring you guys on for the adventure and for the ride. El Hungaro says, where is everybody? I'm going to try to get a good amount of streams in over the next couple weeks. I haven't been live in a while, so I think people just are probably not getting pushed the notifications as much, because I feel like I'm probably pretty far down in the algorithm right now until I get the momentum back up on the channel. But also, we just had that failed stream a second ago that I accidentally ended. So anytime that you have a stream like that ends quickly, a lot of people won't find the second link very quickly. So I'm not surprised not to see very many people here right now, but it's all good. I'm just getting back in the swing of things. But the plan is between now and September 20th to do quite a few amount of streams, and then I have a couple weddings, and then we'll be back after those weddings for some more coverage. Obviously, we'll have to figure out when Flight 5 is going to be, but we're also live on X and Facebook and everything. So there's probably some folks watching over there as well. If you are watching on any other platform, I won't be seeing any chat messages or hearing any chat messages right now. I did get that figured out for the last launch though, which was good. So I'm very, very occasionally just glancing over to see if it looks like the stream is staying on. And so far, it looks like it's pretty good. I am very impressed. So hopefully it stays like this. So all the construction on the left-hand side of the screen is part of the new LNG, liquefied natural gas, I believe, right? And it's, like I said, it's a massive, massive facility. I don't even know how much square feet it is, but it's huge. And if I'm correct, I believe that not only is it on this side of the channel, but it's on the opposite side of the Brownsville channel right as well. Aiden C is here. Welcome in, Aiden. It's good to see you. So right now we're driving southbound. We are in parallel on our left-hand side with the Port of Brownsville channel. So we have to go all the way around the channel to get over to Starbase. But we'll be able to see how Highway 4 is looking. It's been a while since I've been down Highway 4, so we'll see how that goes. Looks like maybe a couple little drops on the Starlink, but that's okay. So I do have an earbud in right now, where I can hear the the chat messages and stuff. But I want to make it so that it'll go over my Jeep GPS, my Jeep Bluetooth audio for our big road trip this upcoming week. Yeah, so about Flight 5, I'm really curious on what the timing is going to be. I'm a little concerned with the potential conflicts with a couple weddings that I have coming up. I moved down here for the Starship program and to witness the Starship program and to document the Starship program. And the first ever catch attempt is probably the second biggest thing to witness after the initial first full stack launch. So I will have to make some hard decisions if there's a conflict between Flight 5 and those weddings. Obviously, the weddings that I've been invited to are for people that are very, very important to me. But at the same time, you know, I moved away from my friends, I moved away from my family. I've spent a lot of money to document this program, and it would be a shame to miss such a monumental event, such as the first landing attempt. So I'm going to have to make some hard decisions there if there's a conflict, but we're just going to cross our fingers and hope it's not a problem. Tony is in chat. Welcome in, Tony. Good to see you. And thank you for being a member, and thank you for continuing to support the channel, even though it's been slow the last couple months. We really, really appreciate your support. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I needed, you know, I've taken some breaks in the past to try to work through the burnout that I got from Rocket Future. But the reality was that those weren't real breaks. When I was taking those times off, I actually was just stressing about not streaming the whole time. So I never really got to work through that burnout that I had from that first year of coverage down here. But eventually, I just apparently hit a point where naturally I was able to step away from a while, and I didn't force myself to step away. It just felt right to step away. So I was able to actually kind of de-stress and kind of get through that burnout over the last couple months. So I'm actually feeling really, really excited and really happy to be streaming again. And I think we're fresh and we're ready to go again. So we have a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm excited to bring you coverage of everything that's going to be happening over the next year. Hopefully get some of the momentum back on the channel. And I'll definitely be approaching it. I'm going to try to approach it a little bit differently so I don't get back into that place of burnout. I don't know what that looks like yet, but yeah, we'll figure it out. So we are about to be passing the first section of the port of Brownsville on our left-hand side. So you're going to see all the cranes and everything from all the ships. They deconstruct old military vessels, and they build new vessels, and there's an oil platform they're working on. And this is like one of the busiest ports in the country, or it was at one point. I think it still is. I was hoping to go to Polaris Dawn, however, the opportunity to catch the next New Shepard launch is a really cool opportunity, so I'm not able to do both. But I think we'll be... What time is Polaris Dawn on the 27th? Anybody know what time it is? This guy felt the need to pass me and then start braking. Nice. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We are on our way to Starbase. We're going to check out what's happening, all the new stuff at Starbase. We're going to get a good look at the new tower. We're going to get a good look at Star Factory and all that. 3:38 a.m. agency says. Yeah, so I don't know. Geez, that's going to be tough to see Polaris Dawn, even just the stream of it. If you know, I'm going to have back-to-back 5-hour driving days ahead of the New Shepard launch. But we shall see. We shall see. I know you can't see to your left right now, but there's the giant oil platform they've been working on for like what feels like 2 years. Like I said, I glance over occasionally at the stream. It looks like it might be low frame rate, but how does it sound? Does it sound okay? It seems like it's maybe dropping some frames. I cannot wait to see the new tower. I haven't been down there since like the first section was there. It's going to be insane. Awesome. So when I'm driving out to Van Horn, I was considering doing a members only stream or streaming on an alternate channel for the drive, but honestly I think I'm just going to do it on the main channel here. We really need to get some streams on the channel. We really need to get some momentum back. So I don't know if they'll be the most interesting streams to people, but I think if people want to pop in for a while, check in how the drive to Blue Origin's going, talk about space, talk about Polaris Dawn, and just catch up for a bit, then that'll be good. And see some of Texas on the way, Really excited to see that acquaintance of mine get an opportunity to fly to space next week. So it's going to be the first time that I'm watching a launch that actually has somebody that I know on board. I don't know them extremely well, but we've talked on many occasions. We're part of the Inspired 24 together. We've definitely had some interactions, and it's going to be really interesting. What a good guy too. His name is Iman. I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing his full name correctly, so I'm gonna hold off on his last name right now. But if you check out the lineup of the New Shepard launch, the one that I know is Iman. Our exit is coming up here on the right. In my little bit of an absence, I've picked up some other hobbies that I've really been enjoying. Kind of got into like old arcade gaming stuff. So I've been actually working on some custom cabinets and stuff. It's been fun. It's been fun to get my mind off of the really insanely serious stuff. No fan of Bezos, but that could change if he launched and landed. Oh, absolutely. A bunch of rockets, for sure. For sure. So we are now technically in Brownsville. We'll be turning left here, and then we're going to be turning left further up on Boca Chica Boulevard, and then we'll be going up the exact opposite way up the channel, but obviously on the other side towards Starbase. It's funny, as the crow flies, I'm just 10, 12 miles from Starbase, but because we have to go all the way up the channel and around, it's like, I don't know, it's like 40 miles or something. It's crazy. Tuesday's Polaris Dawn. Gotcha. That's an exciting one for sure. The spacewalk is going to be insane. We're going to lose coverage here for a second because I'm going under a bridge, but it should just be a moment. I think we should be back. They still haven't fixed these lights. What the hell? This is the entrance to the Port of Brownsville, right here on my left. So far, definitely some dropouts from the Starlink, but overall, it's pretty impressive. Definitely some dropouts, though. To be able to drive and, have fairly consistent connectivity is insane. Especially in areas with no cell coverage. So I am quite impressed so far. Now the real test for me, for whether or not it's going to be worth it to have this Starlink Mini, is if it can handle my regular streams well. So basically if I'm stopped, so if I don't get any dropouts like we're getting when I'm driving, when we're stopped, that'll show me that this will work for my regular streams, and then we'll be golden. I think we're getting some more frequent drops in this area, and I don't know if it's because of I don't know what it could be, if it's just where the dishes are right now, or if it's because there's occasional trees and power lines and it's kind of dense here. I don't know if there's interference from the power lines on the side of the road, that type of stuff. But it looks like we got some people tuning in. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. If I spoke a little bit to why I've been gone lately. If you want to rewind a little bit, that was only like maybe 5 minutes ago at most. But long story short is we're back, and we have some exciting stuff coming up this week. And the goal is to get some momentum back over the next month, and then we will have another little bit of a gap based on a couple weddings I have to go to, but then I'll be right back with the coverage after those 2 weddings. So I want to get some streams in before then. Now we are coming up on the intersection of Boca Chica Beach, or Boca Chica Boulevard, rather. We like to call it the Highway to Mars. So we got another 20 miles or so to go. We're on the east side of Brownsville at this point. And on the left, across the intersection to the left, is that new stripes that you might have heard about. Happy to have the new stripes here. It's a good last bathroom break before Boca Chica. A good spot to grab drinks, waters, whatever you need for the beach. Decent tacos, good tacos for a gas station. I don't really get them often, but people rave about them. I get them very occasionally. We don't have great signal right here, so I'm hoping we get going. Although it seems okay now. As good as Starlink is already. I'm just really excited for it to continue to improve to the point where we can consistently take a drive and have no connection drops. I don't think we're far off from that point. All right, Highway 4, Highway to Mars, Boca Chica Boulevard. Let's see how the road is holding up with all the potholes. It usually doesn't get too bad until after the border checkpoint. You only have to stop at the customs checkpoint on the way out, on the way back. I'll probably... I was gonna say I'll probably close the shutter on the camera while I drive by it, but since I'm not stopping, then I don't think there's any problem there. You can just go on Google Maps if you need, I don't think I'm causing a security concern by having the camera on. You can easily see what the border checkpoint is from Google Maps or whatever, so I'll just drive right on through. But yeah, on the way out of Starbase is the only time you actually have to stop. Still kind of green out here. Plants are still have some green color to them. We got a lot of rain a couple months ago. We haven't gotten a lot of rain since then though, but it looks like they're still doing pretty good. This time of the year it's a lot more yellow and brown out here usually. That's the checkpoint there. All right, now let's see how the road is. So the worst part of driving a Starbase is the road. And I think for the road trip next week, I think I might have a camera facing inside the Jeep as well. Of course, we'll be streaming that new Shepherd launch. We're not just going to watch it, but we're going to go stream it. Okay, so they've definitely fixed some of the potholes on this half, but they're still bad. They're definitely still bad. I'm missing most of them. Definitely some patchwork done. Knocking wood, I'm amazed that I haven't blown out a shock or something on this road. I'd say so far this is like a 6 out of 10. It's usually like a 4 out of 10, so not so bad right now, but it could get worse. Actually, it's usually a 2 out of 10. I'm not even gonna lie. It's usually bad. If you're looking at the right side of the road compared to the left side of the road, you might notice that the right side of the road needs a lot more repairs than the left side of the road. That is because all those giant tanker trucks that come down here with the liquid oxygen and methane and nitrogen and all that good stuff, obviously they're full on their way in. So when they're on this half of the road, they're full and they are extremely, extremely heavy. On the way out, they're usually empty, not as heavy. So the other side of the road's a little beat up as well, but not nearly as bad as the inbound. There's a rough section. You'll see me on the right side most often, just because that's the best way to avoid them. I am on my way to Starbase. We are probably about 15 minutes out or so. When we get there, I'm gonna have to, you know what I should have done is I should have brought a second tripod. That's all right. But yeah, we'll have to make some camera adjustments and stuff once we get there. But yeah, for launch 5, the reason why we're not exactly sure of a launch date yet is because I think for all evidence is pointing towards the fact that SpaceX is trying to get the permission to do the catch attempt on launch 5. So, of course, there's regulations and a new license modification and everything involved with that. And I don't think anybody really has a good idea of how long that's going to take. You know, it could drop next week, or it could drop in 2 months from now. But in general, yes, I'm very, very excited to see them attempt to catch a booster. here's my thoughts on the first booster catch attempt. I think that they are going to do everything in their power to plan on trying to catch the booster on Flight 5. But I think the reality is, even though they need all the regulations and the licenses and everything in place for the possible booster catch attempt, I think that there is a reasonably high chance that they will be looking at the data as the booster is coming back, and that they could abort and use the flight termination system on the booster well before it is anywhere near Boca Chica Beach. I feel like, in my gut, that is the most likely scenario for this first catch attempt. That being said, I am not putting it past them to have a successful catch on their first try. If anybody could do it, it is SpaceX. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if they do that. And it will be absolutely amazing if they're able to successfully catch, or even partially successfully catch, the booster on the first attempt. That will be insane. That'll be amazing. But either way, they're going to learn a lot from however far they can get in the recovery attempts. So either way, it's very, very exciting. I am very excited for it. I hope that there's no conflict with my couple weddings that I have to go to. It's going to be literally the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I don't think there's any exception to that. This guy behind me is really eager to get by me. The people driving on this road sometimes are actually crazy. The road is such a mess, as you can see. If I was going any faster, it would be super easy to hit a pothole and accidentally drive off the side of the road. Yet people are still actively trying to pass me. And they'll do like 60, 70, 80 on this freaking road. They have too much trust in their trucks. It's insanity. But I was gonna say, you know, they can do whatever they want. It's, you know, it's their decision. But the reality is they're actually putting everybody else in danger too. I've almost seen so many accidents on this road. It's insane. So I don't know. I think I'm rightfully criticizing. If there were some safe places to pull over, you know, let people by, you know, maybe I would consider that. But this guy's right on my ass. I couldn't even pull over if I wanted to. So we are passing the entrance to the Massey's testing facility right here on the right-hand side. So that's where they've been doing the static fire testing of the ships, and all that good stuff. Not a ton to see from the road at Massey's. There's a couple pretty good places where you'll get a view of the ships if they're in there, but I don't think there's anything over there right now, right? On the left-hand side, we're going to be passing the Ad Astra. I think it's like a daycare / school for employees of SpaceX. Also, I think they do like a dog park or doggy daycare type situation there as well. And I think that's where mission control is for the launches down here. You know, I think they still have their headquarter mission control stuff happening in Hawthorne, but I think they have I think they definitely have operations here. You usually see Elon in there. All right, our first stop in just a couple minutes is going to be, I'll probably stop near the new garage, the new parking garage, to see what we can see of the rocket garden from there, and whatever else has changed. yeah, overall, this guy's finally getting a safe place to pass. Overall, the road has been much worse in the past. Guy almost freaking took the side of my Jeep off. Yeah, the road has been worse in the past, so they've patched some of it. This, as you can see, it's a lot better from this point forward. They've done all this over. We're just passing the road where the Rocket Ranch Outpost is, and Starship Station, and all of those facilities as well. I think actually there's a pretty good place to pull over right here. I will pull over and we'll just show you a quick view of what Starbase looks like from this area. Nobody behind me for a little bit, for a couple seconds at least. We're safe. So this is what Starbase looks like as we're approaching from Highway 4. Obviously, the two mega bays, the new mega bay on the left, the original mega bay in the middle, and the high bay on the right. And just barely can probably make out a couple of the ships on the bottom there. I don't want to mess with this too much, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. And we'll take the, we'll obviously take the camera out and give you a good view once we're down there. Starship S30 in chat. They say that's me. Seeing Starship 30. Obviously, in the distance, we can already see the new tower. Although I have to check the angle of the camera. You might not see it, but we'll see that plenty in a few minutes here. Really exciting that Starlink Mini is holding up. Definitely some drops, but it's good. It's good, and it's only going to get better. And we've been through a lot of areas with no cell reception, so. Man. Oh man, the Star Factory. I have seen the Star Factory, but it's more finished now. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff that I haven't seen in person. Nobody's behind me. I think we're gonna pull over to the right hand. No parking anytime at this point. Damn, okay. New no parking signs, but we'll scope this out. Seems like they're pretty strict about it too. There's actually nobody parked on the right-hand side of the road. But this is the Star Factory on the left-hand side. Let's see. What's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan? Maybe we'll go down to the tower now. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go down and check out the tower. I think that's the most exciting thing to see right now.